Hi, I'm Junaid, and I'm here to make you richer. But before we get into a single stock, crypto coin, or any of those sexy investments you see online, we need to talk. I need to tell you about the two things that will actually make or break your financial future. And I promise, it's not what you think. We all want to build wealth. You see the stories online about people making a fortune overnight and think, hey, why not me? But here's the hard truth. Jumping straight into investing without a solid plan is like building a skyscraper on a foundation of sand. It might look impressive for a little while, but the first storm that rolls in, it's all coming down. Today, we're building your foundation out of solid rock. Number 1, the unseen financial danger. Let me ask you something. If your car died tomorrow and you were hit with a $2,000 repair bill, what would you do? What if you suddenly lost your job? For millions of people, those aren't just what-ifs. They're a full-blown financial crisis waiting to happen. One unexpected bill forces them to pile on high-interest credit card debt, or even worse, sell their investments at the absolute worst time just to stay afloat. This is the exact cycle that keeps people from ever getting ahead. You take one step forward by investing, but then life throws a curveball and you're knocked 2 steps back. The goal isn't just to make money, it's to keep the money you make. And you can't do that if your financial house is going to get blown over by the slightest breeze. So, how do we fix this? It starts with step 1. Build your emergency fire extinguisher. The very first non-negotiable step to building real wealth is creating an emergency fund. Think of it as your financial fire extinguisher. You hope you never have to use it, but if a fire breaks out, you'll be incredibly glad it's there. This is a stash of cash set aside for one thing only, covering life's unexpected nonsense. This is not investment money. It needs to be kept in a safe, easy-to-reach place like a high-yield savings account. So how much do you need? The general rule is to save 3 to 6 months worth of your essential living expenses. This safety net is what gives you the freedom to handle a job loss or a medical bill without panicking. It acts as a buffer, protecting your long-term investments from being sold off during a market downturn just to pay for a surprise. An emergency fund gives you peace of mind, and that is priceless. Step 2. Break the chains of high-interest debt. Now for the second foundational piece, attacking your high-interest debt with a vengeance. If you're carrying a balance on credit cards with 15%, 20%, or even higher interest rates, that debt is an anchor dragging your financial future down to the bottom of the ocean. Think of it this way. Paying off a credit card with a 20% interest rate is like getting a guaranteed 20% return on your money. You will not find that kind of guaranteed return anywhere, especially not in the stock market. While the stock market has historically returned an average of about 10% per year, those returns are never guaranteed and come with risk. Plus, after you account for inflation, the real average return is closer to 7%. It makes zero mathematical sense to invest for a potential 7 to 10% gain while you are guaranteed to be losing 20% or more to interest. Get rid of any debt with an interest rate higher than what you could reasonably expect from your investments. Once that toxic debt is gone, you'll free up a massive amount of cash that can finally be put to work building your wealth. Number 2, the real starting line. Once your emergency fund is in place and your high-interest debt is a thing of the past, you finally made it. You're at the real starting line. Now and only now are you truly ready to become an investor. And the best part? You don't need a ton of money to get started. The most powerful asset you have, especially when you're young, is time. Thanks to the magic of compound interest, even small, consistent investments can explode into a massive nest egg over the decades. Starting early is so much more important than starting big. A powerful hack is to automate your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your investment account right after you get paid. This is called paying yourself first, and it transforms building wealth into a simple, effortless habit. If this helped you get a clearer picture of how to start building wealth, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. In the next video, we're going to break down exactly how to open your first investment account and what you should actually be investing in. And I really want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know what's your single biggest challenge when it comes to saving money. Forget chasing hot stock tips. The real secret to getting richer is building an unshakable financial foundation. First, build that emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of expenses to protect yourself from whatever life throws at you. Second, destroy any high-interest debt that is actively draining your wallet. If you do just those 2 things, you will be in a different league than most people who try and fail to build lasting wealth. You'll be ready to invest with real confidence, knowing your financial future is secure. This is how you actually get rich.